Have you ever been in a place that felt like a prison, but everyone called it a sanctuary? A place where the walls are painted with scripture, the ceilings inscribed with promises, and the air filled with hymns about freedom. Yet the longer you're there, the more you feel something inside you shrinking. Not your body, but your sense of what's possible. This is the quiet suffocation of serving in a control system. A control system isn't always a dictatorship or a boot camp. Sometimes it's a church, a school, a political party, or even a cultural expectation passed down for generations. It can be a place where adults gather to learn about God but are forbidden from thinking too deeply about what that really means. The illusion of freedom is their strongest lock. The fear of questioning is their most effective guard. Those who serve inside these systems rarely notice the slow erosion happening within them. It's gentle, respectable. It's packaged as humility, obedience, loyalty, or faithfulness. But beneath all the rituals and well-structured doctrines, there's an unspoken rule. Do not grow beyond what we can manage. This is the moment the soul begins to dim. You give everything. You teach, serve, pray, and preach. You offer your time, your intellect, your sincerity, your hunger for truth. And in return, the system gives you a role, a box decorated with sacred words, and tells you, this is who you are. Don't step outside of it. Anything beyond this threatens the order. But there always comes a moment when a thinking mind collides with a forbidden question, a question about suffering, injustice, or destiny, a question about a contradiction everyone sees but no one dares to mention. Sometimes it's a simple question like, how can millions of believers be destroyed while claiming divine protection? Or maybe, why does the God we preach sometimes act like a parent who abandons their children when they scream the loudest? Suddenly the room goes cold. Not because your question is offensive or dangerous, but because it shines a light on the cracks the system has spent decades covering up with tradition and fear. Control systems survive by protecting their narrative, not by seeking truth. They guard the script, not the soul. The moment you ask an honest question, you've gone off script. And nothing terrifies a control system more than an uncontrolled mind. You see it in the eyes of the people around you, that flicker of fear, that urge to silence you before they're accused of supporting your thoughts. You see it when a superior calls you in, not to explore your question, but to warn you. Be careful, they say. Believers might feel insulted. It's better not to think too deeply about these things, as if thinking were a crime, as if truth were an enemy, as if God gave you intelligence just so you could rebel. In systems like these, your growth is framed as danger, not evolution. Your curiosity becomes disobedience. Your clarity becomes arrogance. Your questions become threats. And slowly, serving there begins to destroy the very things that make you alive. Your intuition, your courage, your sense of justice, your creative power. You start shrinking to fit their comfort zone. You start censoring your own mind to maintain their illusion. You begin to apologize for the very intelligence God placed in you. This is how destinies die. Not with a bang, but through slow, polite, spiritual domestication. Leaving a system like this isn't rebellion, it's a resurrection. It's your soul declaring, I was not created to live inside your boundaries. It's your mind asking, if God is infinite, why must I be small? It's your heart choosing truth over belonging. It's your spirit saying, I refuse to serve where my evolution is feared. Control systems don't fear sin, they fear sovereignty. Because a sovereign mind can think, a sovereign spirit can grow. A sovereign human can question inherited illusions. And nothing threatens a system built on fear more than a human built on freedom. Leaving isn't betrayal. It is returning to your own infinite capacity. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos that make you think.